Hi, this is Laura Noel from Stretch Into Results, and I'm here today after I've just spent the greater part of a morning, a little bit of the afternoon, working with friends volunteering to paint the interior of a high school in Honolulu. And we had a great time getting together and got things done really quickly and efficiently. And we started talking about synergy, and somebody brought up the word synergy and really about the whole being greater than the sum of its parts, and how sometimes some of us tend to be that lone ranger in our lives where we have to do things on our own, or we feel like we have to do things on our own in order to be successful. And it brought me back to a time probably about 10 years ago. I was the president of an organization. My role was as a first sergeant, so my role was to take care of other people, and if they had problems, really help them solve them and work them out. And I was going to grad school at the same time. My father had terminal cancer, so my husband and I moved him from Pennsylvania to where we were living at the time in New Hampshire. And um, and then I had taken a new job so I could be put for one place for a good solid year so I could just focus on my dad. Nobody knew really that I was going through all of this. I had so much on my plate, just beyond stressed out. Um, and I didn't let anyone in. And it was like I wore it as a badge of honor that I was taking on the world. Of course, my husband was there with me. We were doing this together, but most of the people that I worked with just didn't know, and it wasn't their fault. I didn't let them in. That was my choice. I felt like I needed to be strong. I needed to be there for them because that was my job, and I didn't want to let anyone else down. So I just kept going. And I realize now, many years later, how foolish that was, because I didn't realize how broken down I was. There was a person that I guess caught on through conversations with other people, and they put their hand on my shoulder and just said, "If you need anything, I'm here for you." And I almost fell apart, just bawling, because I was just that fragile. So I've since then realized that I don't have to do things alone. I don't have to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. And having this conversation about synergy really hit home in terms of goal setting and achieving dreams as I'm moving forward in my life. So it was a group of us who are working and volunteering with a seminar, and we're volunteering at the schoolhouse. And as we go through this volunteer work, we're also setting our own individual goals. And we realized that, you know, there's so much diversity in our group and in our circle of friends that surely somebody in the group could help us with one aspect of our goal. Or surely if we shared our goals and dreams, I could help somebody in some way. Maybe I could help them myself with a bit of advice or, service, or maybe I know somebody who has what they need. So we got talking about synergy and how really, and the equation 1 + 1 = 3. And I just kind of Googled it, and there's all kinds of talk about that equation on math forums, but it really just hits home that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and we can do much more together. So I encourage you, if you have goals and dreams out there, don't do it alone. Ask for help. We all have blind spots. We all have areas where we can gain, from having a little bit of assistance. And we can gain so much by helping others. So don't go it alone. Ask for help. Don't be that lone ranger, and think synergy, or remember the equation 1 + 1 = 3. So thank you for listening, and until next time, have a fabulous week.